turning your amazing art into my mediocre sculptures. What's up guys, Nerdecrafter here, and today we're going to be turning 2 of your art into my sculptures. Remember, if you want to submit your art, just hashtag Nerdecrafter on Instagram, or make sure that you post it on my Facebook or Twitter. I'm there all the time. It's also important to know that it has to be your original art, and try to take the picture from the top and color it in as saturated as can be, because sometimes that's lost on camera. Before we begin, today's shout out goes to Katie's Crafts UK, who made a pop figure of me wearing my pouring hat, which I absolutely miss. And some of you are asking me why I'm not wearing it. Is because my head is too big. That's why. If you want a shout out in my Friday videos, don't forget to hashtag Nerdification Squad in the comment section below, either on the Wednesday or Friday video for a chance to be shouted out, or hashtag Nerdecrafter on Instagram with one of your creations, because I love seeing your stuff. The first drawing I chose to make is from Lemon Bleep, and it is such a gorgeous Mermaid Fox. I know I'm choosing mermaid type creatures this month, but I really wanted to have my contributions for Mermay, and I really wanted to redeem myself with fox doggo type creatures. And again, I chose this picture because I love gradients, and any occasion I can get to make a kind of gradient, and this one goes from green to red. Yeah, of course, yeah. So without further delay, let's get to it. So working on a gradient is always fun because you get to do the Skinner blend. You have to fold it, roll it, fold it, roll it until you love the gradient that you're getting. So once I did that, I just kind of rolled it together. I wish I hadn't rolled it too much because part of the red ended up being, you know, a little twisty. So that's one of my regrets for this piece. When it comes to the head, I learned last time that my snout was too short. So I made a huge effort to, you know, make it much bigger, because I don't want, you know, a Pekingese looking fox thing. There was something just absolutely charming about this drawing, and it brought me back to kind of Egyptian lore when it comes to Anubis, and I was like, I gotta do that. Me, gosh. I did not expect that my second try at doing a fox doggo type creature, I would be able to do way better than the first time. And if you don't remember the first time, this is what I did. It was very disappointing. I hated myself after this sculpture, I think, for a few days, even though some of you are like, no, Jackie, it's fine. I know your intentions are pure, but look at it. But with that said, I think this face is pretty close. So I'm going to save my progress by putting a wire underneath the neck, and I'm going to bake it for about 15 minutes and then continue the body. As much as I loved this drawing, parts of it, when it comes to recreating it in polymer clay, was not exactly possible because the arms were a little too low and the tail needed to be twisted in a specific way in order for it to make sense in clay, if that makes sense. You know, we have gravity to work with and anatomy. So when you look at it in one way, I really needed to move the arms higher up, and I needed to put the tail on the other side. So that part was definitely, I would say, the most challenging for this piece. So happy the way this one turned out. It is super close, at least I think so, to the actual drawing. Of course, minus stylistically and, you know, crafter interpretation, because trying to put the arms on that side seemed like the shoulder was missing a limb. So I really needed to bring the limbs higher up. Other than that, I really love this cute little foxy doggo thing, creature, mermaid thing. Let me know if you guys think I was pretty close and if I captured its essence. The next drawing is from Kayla Katz, and they made this really cool patch looking kitten. So it has one side of the face that looks Nightmare Before Christmas-ish, and the other side that looks like Coraline, which I was like, I want to make this because why not? So I'm really excited to give this one a try. It's gonna be a chibi, just kind of cute and small, and why am I blabbering? Why am I blabbering? You like that? Oh hell no! Maybe you do. Oh. Maybe you don't. For this kitty piece, I feel like I really didn't do it justice. Maybe it's just me, but I totally didn't do the eye on the proper side. It was, you know, it was the pointy part was on the other side where I wanted it to be. And I don't know what happened with the legs.
Bruh.
You put me in such an uncomfortable situation.
And same thing with this pose. On the drawing, it looked perfect. But then when I was trying to translate that look into a sculpture, it just kind of had this creepy feeling to it, and I just couldn't get that line to be diagonal for the face. I just feel like there's so many things I could have done way better on this piece, and I think if I had to redo it again, I would definitely use different tactics. But you know, things be things. Done! Let's go through just a couple of things I wish I had done on these projects, and I'm gonna start with the Foxy Mermaid kind of thing. Why do I want to yawn? So when it comes to this creature, if we look at the original picture, it looks way more like a fox or a fennekin, but mine for some reason reminds me a lot of Anubis. I think what ended up happening is I was putting too much of my interpretation. So if I could change something, it would probably to make the ears shorter and stubbier, and maybe the floof on the head just a bit bigger. When it comes to the gradient, I can't always control it since it's a technique that we just kind of roll and go. But overall, I am really happy with this piece. I kind of feel like I want to take it to the next level and make it into a bigger sculpture and just way more interpreted. But maybe I'll leave that for another time, obviously. When it comes to the Patchy kitty cat, if we look at the original picture, the face is kind of forward, but at the same time sideways. So when I had to retranslate this into a sculpture, there's just no way for me to have it facing forward and getting the side view picture. So I had to reinterpret it in my own way and kind of make it look like slightly turning towards you, like this. That was the best I could do on that one. And also, again, because I had to roll the ball and make the face, you know, double colored, I couldn't exactly say where it could go in terms of the lines. The mouth ended up being on the same line as the stitches, which is unfortunate. Which one do you think I got the closest to its likeness? Make sure you vote, let me know. My opinion is that I think I got the Mermaid Fox thing the closest. Then again, I could be wrong. I'm coughing. Sorry. Alright, before I let you guys go, I want to show you something that I found at the Daiso, which is the Japanese dollar store. So they're not just in Japan. Some people have them. I've seen them in Vancouver. I've seen them in San Francisco and all that. So this is really exciting because they have polymer clay. Now, I don't remember, I'm pretty sure they've had polymer clay for a long time, but I haven't seen them in person. I've always seen them kind of, you know, in pictures. So I'm not aware of anyone who's made a video with this clay. So let me show you some of the colors, because I want to do a Daiso, well, dollar store Daiso clay challenge. I'm losing my words because I'm so excited. I'm like, breathe, Jackie, just breathe, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so it's odd because I did not see any green. However, let me show you here. We have two different kinds of yellow. So we have a pastel and an ochre. How weird is that? I don't know why we have two yellows. And then we have a kind of pastel purple, white and black, which are definite musts. And then we have red, blue, and like a minty color. Do we have another one? Yeah, another pastel. Okay, so pastel pink. So we have these colors. I don't know what I could create with them. It would have to be something super pastel-y. And for the final blow, boom. Oh, nope, that didn't work. Boom, there we go. UV resin. Guys, UV resin at the dollar store. I don't know how it's going to work. It's UV LED, so it works on both sides. But I'm thinking of doing a pastel type challenge. So, if you know what would be kind of cool with these colors, which are, you know, not very conventional for some kind of project, because I want to use them all in one piece. Let me know what you would have done or what you would do. Challenge won't be next week just yet. Let me know in the comment section. I'll have time to read your comments. For sure I want to use the resin, but we don't have green. So I can't really make a park. This is going to be a toughie. If you want to watch more crafting videos, make sure you click over here. And if you want to watch a salty, crafty video, check it down there. Until then, I will see you in the next video.